I want to break this video down because it's so important and I kind of packed a lot of information in a short amount of time. So the main focus is if you're having difficulty pushing with a tush, it may not be just a technique where you just haven't learned the proper mechanics yet. It may be a mobility issue or a lack of range of motion or tightness. The two most common areas that I see are lack of ankle range of motion, particularly what we call dorsiflexion when the foot's off the ground. But when our foot's on the ground, it's the ability of the knee to go past the toe, and hip extension loss, tightness of the hip flexors in the front. And so there's a screen that you can do where first, for your ankle, to see if this may be affecting you, 3 finger widths, go up to the wall, place your foot 3 finger widths or breadths away from the wall, keep your foot straight, heel down, and see, can you tap your knee to the wall without your heel coming back up? If you can do that and your heel doesn't lift up, it's probably not affecting your ability to push with a tush. The other though is hip extension. What you do, measure the distance, take a broomstick first, or a dowel, or some kind of stick, and measure the distance between the ground and the bottom of your kneecap. Then you mark that on the broom, put it on the ground away from the wall and measure that distance. For me, it's 17 inches. And then you stand 17 inches away from the wall, and then you see, can I put the dowel or the broomstick all along the length of my spine, keeping it relatively vertical? Can I tap the heel to the wall? If you can't, without dipping forward, without the broom coming off your back, without leaning, then it probably is affecting you. So the pass is for the heel to touch the wall. If that is the culprit, then the best thing to do is improve your range of motion, improve your mobility. I included just a very simple, very basic exercise to lengthen both the calves, which can limit that motion of the ankle, and to lengthen the hip flexors in the front of your hip, which can limit hip extension. So the key points with it is I step 1 foot forward. The leg that's back is the target leg. So I'm trying to go into the restriction, that push with a tush position. I'm stepping forward. I'm keeping my torso vertical and upright, not tilting forward. And then from here, I'm shifting. I keep shifting my body forward, keeping my heel down, knee straight. And you should feel that lengthen and stretch in the front of your hip and in the back of your calf. 30 seconds, hold, relax the muscles. You can't stretch them if they're engaged. Relax, reset, repeat. 3 rounds, 30 seconds, typically about 30 seconds to a minute between, but I usually just kind of shake it out, 10, 15 seconds, get back into it. So that's my recommendation. Do the screens, see if you could be lacking the hip and ankle motion that you need to push with a tush, and then try again. Try with all the other cues and methods that I've talked about. Roll the world back, push the earth backwards, and see if you can then get it. So hopefully this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions below.